first thing for a happier life as an African, if you are African, if you're a black man, if you have an African origin, and you are shying away from the fact that there are ancestors, there are people that have walked through this path before us, there are people that were here, there were people that we originated from, and then they are existing now somewhere. Remember that our ancestors are very much connected to us as African. However you are, whichever clan you come from, you have ancestors, or whichever clan, whichever village, wherever family you're coming from, there were people that were there before you. So these people that have gone before you are those that are your ancestors, those you are connected with spiritually. Now, if we keep shying away from this fact that these people were part of us, they were in this life, they lived a life, and then they left the life for us to live. Now, they're somewhere, right? So when we do not want to accept this is a reality that a lot of times we cut off. We do not want to think about our ancestors at all. But there's a part in us. As far as we are African, there is a part in us that keep telling us that there were people, our great-great-great-grandparents were not as bad as the white man has painted them to be. If you are African and if you have not realized this, then I think something is wrong. There's something missing in you. Until you realize that fact that there were people living before you in your clan, your lineage, that were also people that sought for the Creator. There were also people that connected with divinity, right? And this is where we talk about religion now, because Christianity have told us that these people were bad people, so we do not even want to think about them. A lot of them might be saints in heaven, but we do not know, because Christianity told us that it's only the white man that can be a saint. A black man cannot be a saint. And that is why you could be here. You hear St. John, St. Peter, St. Paul, St. Jane, St. Margaret, St. whatever, St. what of you, St. Lucy, St. the rest of them. And you would never hear of St. Uboga, right? St. Emeka, St. Amaka. Because when you hear things like this, it seems so odd to your ear, because they have rewind our senses to believe that these ancestors were bad people. These ancestors never knew who the divinity is. And that is why you see that most of our arts that were stolen are arts that when you look at them, there is something about the divine. They know there is a God that made them. There is a God that is in charge of the universe. Even though they do not see him, that is why they created some of the little things that they feel looks like that God that they are in connection with. And this is where we talk about the African spirituality. But we have seen African spirituality as evil. We've seen African spirituality as things that we shouldn't talk about, and all thanks to our colonial masters. Now, it is not everything about African spirituality that is wrong. It's not everything about African spirituality that is evil, that is demonic. There are iotas of the divinity there. And this is the first thing that should be there. I don't know if I should go into it, but I don't want to waste your time. But if you just have that idea in your head, then you're on the right track as an African, because you will regain your African reality and you begin to discover who you are, and then begin to let go of those other lies that were told about our ancestors. The second thing here is not to owe. Of course, you need to have to plan your life in a way that you will not need distraction. When you owe someone, like personally, I won't be able to sleep when I know I'm owing somebody, either cash or in kind, or someone's property is under my roof. I hardly have peace of mind, because I don't know how some persons are just so comfortable. When they come to you, they pick things, they collect things from you, promise to come give it back to you, and you will never see them again. They've made that thing their own. Your property has become their own, and they do not care. They do not have any remorse at all. When you do that, you are not a real African, because you are not connecting. That spirit, those spirits should tell you that those things you're carrying is not your own. You have to return it back to the owner. I don't know if I'm making any sense to us here, but I just pray that somebody pick up something from what we are saying right now. I don't know how far this video is going to go to, but I just pray get to those it should get to. Owing is just like locking the doors of your blessings. When you are connected to the divine, you are connected to the spirits. you will know that what is not your own is a hindrance to your own. So by the time you are holding somebody's property with you, how will you have the urge? Even your system, your body system will not even move you to creating what is your own, because that person's own that is there is blocking the chances. And then you think you're smart, because a lot of persons like that think they are smart, and owing is not the best. Owing, however it is, however you look at it, will not make you have a life that is peaceful, a life that is happy. Because one, it's either you have quarrels with the person you're owing, whatever you're owing with, or you never have peace of mind. Like I said, I do not have. When I have somebody's property under my roof, I can't sleep until I return that property, whether money or object. I have to return that. Mind you, the way our life is outside shows how our spirit is. When you are a coordinated, composed human being, that shows that your spirit is one that is always focused and you know where you are going to. So to avoid most of these things, to avoid hurting our spirits, to get to begin to think of things here and there and not to be focused, we have to let go of things that are not for us, things that we are holding that is not ours. Let it go so that the door will be open for yours to come. Now the third thing is practicing meditation. If you want a happier life, as an African, you need to acknowledge the presence of the spirits. Acknowledging the presence of the third person. Acknowledging that, like when I say the third person now, you might be there with somebody, but you know there is somebody else present. Like we are communicating right now, where I am right now, there are spirits around me. This is not it's not about making someone scared or the rest of them. This is reality of life, and until we realize it, nothing will work for us. Even if they are working, they will be hindered. Now you need to know that there are spirits around you. Now for you to differentiate between those spirits, whether they are good spirits or they are bad spirits, it is meditation that will make you connect the spirit. It will make you connect with the spirit that is of you, that is around you. Then those that are not of you, that want to penetrate, those spirits will not have the strength to ward them off, to push them off. Now I'm talking about the good spirits now. If you meditate, you will think about your life. You close your ears to everything happening around you. You can sit with people. That's why they say there's a difference between silence and being quiet. You can not be talking, but your spiritual mouth is talking. You are scattered, but your mouth is closed. You are not moving the mouth, but the mouth in the spirit is moving. You are here and there. But when I say silence, you close from the inner so that you could hear. Now, that's why I see most of the times, I think I will still say it. What happened to us in life is more spiritual than we think. Before something happened in the physical realm, it has already happened. It has already taken its effect in the spiritual realm. Now, how did it have its opportunity to take effect in the spiritual realm? Because we are not meditating. We are not attentive to our environment. We are not attentive to what is happening around us. So those spirits comes and destroy things even before it happens physical. So when you are connected with that spirit, then you will know when things are wrong. Your body will tell you. You will feel it within because you are connected with your environment. The spirit will tell you. They will alert you already that something is going to happen. There are some persons that before something happens, they will tell you, Kai, I was feeling a bit bad before that thing happened. It is the spirit that is trying to alert them. But because they are not so connected, they don't really know what is going to be. Now, those that are really connected to some point will get to put themselves together and then try to communicate to see if that thing that is going to happen can be pushed off. So this is it. When you meditate, a life that is without meditation is a life that is not worth living. When you meditate, you communicate with your spirit, communicate with the spirit that you have, because all of us watching me right now, you have spirits that are around you, spirits that are of your support, spirits that are against you. Now when you meditate, those spirits that are supporting you, you draw them closer to yourself, so they'll be like a shield for you. And then when you're someone that you don't really like meditating, you don't really talking about spirits, you're just there, you think your life is just like that, then the peace you sought you might not find. Now, we'll talk about listening more and talking less. This is also connecting to meditation as well. When you meditate more, you listen more. You close your ears. Like a lot of person that talks too much, you see them. When you look at them, you will feel it. But when you see someone that is calm, someone that is always focused, you know that that person listens more. That person has things to say to you. With those you keep around you has effect in your life. However you look at it, this is reality. Those you talk to more have effects in your life. Now, who do you communicate with? This is a question. Who do you converse with is a question. Who do you discuss with is a question. Who do you share your secrets with is also another question. So these are the things that we need to consider if we want a peaceful life, if we want a happier life as African people. We need to consider things like this. Because there are people that their spirits are contrary to our spirits. You see somebody just look at you, the person don't like you. You'll be wondering, what did I do this person? Leave the person to be. Greet and pass. Don't force any more relationship. Because if that person's spirit is not okay with your own spirit and you want them to, you will clash. That is it. So it's to know who we are. Now, if you don't know yourself, you won't know the kind of people that you want to mingle with. When you know yourself and then you see somebody act, you will know whether this person is compatible to be your friend, to be your companion, to be somebody you talk to. All this boils down to knowing who we are as Africans, knowing who we are as individuals, and then as however we want to talk about it. Thank you so much for watching. You can leave your comment and thought there in the section. I just believe this helps someone out there. And then if you like more of this, you can also leave a comment there so that we can be doing something like this as we do the other ones that we keep doing here. And I'll see you in my next one. Until then, love yourself, love others, stay safe, stay positive. Do not be stingy. Share this video to someone out there. It might go a long way helping one or two persons. Bye for now.